Dealing with difficult students, strategies for classroom management. As a teacher, dealing with difficult students can be challenging. It can disrupt the learning environment and affect the progress of other students. However, with the right strategies, classroom management can be more effective, and students can be motivated to learn. What are some of the most common types of difficult students, and how can a teacher deal with them? Well, there are different types of difficult students. Some are disruptive and talkative, some are uncooperative, and some are disengaged. To deal with them, a teacher needs to identify the root cause of their behavior and use appropriate strategies. Here are some strategies that teachers can use to manage difficult students and create a positive learning environment. 1. Establish clear expectations. A. Develop clear and concise rules. Teachers should create a list of rules that are easy for students to understand and follow. The rules should be clear, concise, and specific to the classroom environment. For example, be respectful to everyone in the class is a clear rule that applies to everyone in the class. B. Communicate the rules clearly. Teachers should communicate the rules to the students in a clear and concise manner. They can do this by posting the rules in the classroom, discussing them during the first day of class, and providing a copy of the rules for students to take home. C. Set consequences for breaking the rules. Consequences should be clearly communicated to the students, and they should be fair and consistent. Teachers should explain what will happen if a student breaks a rule, such as a warning, a detention, or a phone call to parents. D. Involve the students in the process. Teachers can involve the students in the process of establishing rules by asking for their input. This gives students a sense of ownership and helps them understand why the rules are important. 2. Positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement is an effective strategy to manage difficult students. It involves rewarding students for displaying positive behavior, such as following classroom rules, participating in class discussions, and completing assignments on time. The rewards can be verbal praise, stickers, certificates, or other incentives that motivate students to continue the positive behavior. It's important to remember that positive reinforcement should be specific and immediate. Instead of saying, "Good job," be specific and say, "Great job. I noticed that you raised your hand to ask a question," which shows that you are actively participating in the class discussion. By being specific, you are showing the student that you are paying attention to their behavior and that you value their contributions to the class. It's also important to be consistent with positive reinforcement. If you reward one student for positive behavior, you should do the same for all students who display similar behavior. This helps to create a fair and inclusive learning environment and ensures that all students feel valued and appreciated. Positive reinforcement can also be used in conjunction with other classroom management strategies. For example, you can use positive reinforcement to reinforce the classroom rules and expectations that you have established. If a student follows a rule, you can praise them and remind the class of the rule at the same time. This reinforces the rule and encourages other students to follow it as well. 3. Addressing disruptive behavior. When a student is being disruptive, the teacher should address the behavior privately and calmly. The goal is to get the student back on track without escalating the situation. A. Establish clear consequences. Teachers should establish clear consequences for disruptive behavior, such as verbal warnings, timeouts, or referrals to the principal's office. When a student is aware of the consequences, it can act as a deterrent for disruptive behavior. B. Active listening. When addressing a disruptive student, the teacher should listen actively to understand the root cause of the behavior. The student may be acting out due to personal issues or feeling overwhelmed with the schoolwork. Once the teacher has an understanding of the situation, they can work with the student to find a solution. C. Positive reinforcement. While it's important to address negative behavior, teachers should also recognize and reinforce positive behavior. Praising a student for positive behavior can motivate him to continue doing well. D. Collaborate with parents. If disruptive behavior persists, the teacher can collaborate with the student's parents to find a solution. The parents may have insights into their child's behavior outside of school and can work with the teacher to create a plan for improvement. E. Document incidents. When a student's behavior continues to be disruptive, it may be necessary to document incidents to provide evidence to the school administration or parents. Documenting incidents can help identify patterns and determine appropriate actions to be taken. 4. Active engagement. Teachers should try to engage all students in the learning process. This can be done through interactive activities, group work, and hands-on projects. A. Differentiated instruction. Active engagement requires teachers to differentiate instruction to meet the needs of all students. Some students may learn better through visual aids, while others may need hands-on activities. Teachers should adapt their instruction to include various modes of learning to keep students engaged. B. Use technology. Technology can be a valuable tool for engaging students. Teachers can use online tools such as interactive whiteboards, educational apps, and multimedia presentations to create engaging lessons that capture students' attention. C. Incorporate student interests. Teachers should incorporate student interests into lessons whenever possible. When students feel personally invested in a lesson, they are more likely to be engaged and motivated to learn. D. Collaborative learning. Collaborative learning is an effective way to engage students. Group work and peer-to-peer interactions can help students develop communication skills, critical thinking, and problem-solving skills. E. Active participation. Teachers should encourage active participation by all students. This can be done through strategies such as questioning, class discussions, and think-pair-share activities. When students feel like their contributions are valued, they are more likely to engage in the learning process. 5. Building a relationship with students. Teachers should try to build a positive relationship with each student. This can be done by showing interest in their lives, listening to their concerns, and providing support when needed. By using these strategies, teachers can manage difficult students and create a positive learning environment. With patience, understanding, and the right tools, every student can succeed.